Hello, I'm responding to a hashtag TarotTubers A to Z, get to know your YouTubers. It's an alphabet of questions, and the first one is A, age. What's your age? I am currently 67. B, favorite book. My favorite book is The Golden Key by George MacDonald from the late 1800s, and also Lewis Carroll's two Alice books from about the same era. C, career you wanted to be when you were a kid and what it actually is now. I wanted to be a fine artist, and I finally ended up making a living as a graphic artist. I'm now retired, have been for about 10 years almost, and pursuing an ongoing existence as an artist in many mediums, including writing, drawing, painting, sculpting, making music, crochet, and fiber art. D, dream. My pipe dream is to live in a fairy tale cottage in a little village like Munchkinland, or a home in a hollow tree, a tiny home designed as such in a tiny home village of like-minded folks, or alternatively in an artist collaborative home / cafe / gallery. At one point I thought it would be fun to live with a circle of friends in a big house, each of us having our own spaces on the upper floors, and the ground floor would be this combo cafe, gallery, gift shop, whatever, salon, where we could host art shows, serve coffee, have poetry readings and performance events, and so on and so forth. It's kind of a creativity co-op. E, essential item. Maybe my iPod and headphones. They keep me calm in the most stressful situations like doctor and hospital visits or long-distance traveling. Other possibilities are a pocket crystal that I always carry on me in a tiny bag. It's a small, polished, clear quartz crystal, which I meditate on, or a musical instrument, perhaps my thumb piano or one of my harps. F, favorite RWS deck. I've covered this a number of times, several times in vlogs, the RWS 2.0. G, gold or silver. I prefer silver or silver-colored, non-tarnishing jewelry, though I don't wear any. Any jewelry next to my skin tends to disturb my skin. I do like pendants, and I have a large collection, which I used to wear regularly, but now I rarely do. At some point, maybe I'll show those in a vlog. Must be 30 or more different pendants, symbolic symbols, you know. Height. My height is 6'1". Ideal day. A lovely breakfast in a quiet restaurant with some crispy bacon and mini pancakes. Window gazing at a cafe while listening to my iPod, reading some cards, making journal entries, crocheting, sitting in nature listening to the leaves rustling on the trees, watching an old favorite movie, and then napping with a cushy pillow and some lush fleecy blankets. J, funniest joke. can't think of one offhand, and I'm not a very good joke teller. K, kids. I never had any except for various pets, if those you might consider those kids, including the two most recent dogs I had, a Cairn Terrier named Io, because she could say her own name in a kind of a half yawn, half howl, and a Chihuahua named Pearl. I had each of them for almost 20 years. L, living arrangements, alone and mostly happily alone. M, Marseille deck, favorite. I don't really know because Marseille Tarot is not my favorite thing. I only have 3 and it's hard to choose between them. I have the Seventh Sphere, the Trionfi della Luna, and the Universal Tarot of Marseille. And nicknames. I don't have any. As a kid, I was teased about my last name, Crutchfield, with the names Crutchy and Captain Crunch, both of which I hated, and please don't call me either one. O, Oracle. The John Waterhouse Oracle and the Abandoned Oracle are my 2 favorite Oracle decks. P, passionate about. I'm passionate about Victorian era depictions of elves and fairies. Q, quote. This was hard. A couple of them came to mind, but I don't know if I'd say they were favorite quotes. One of them is kind of snarky, but it makes me giggle. It's the character Joe from A Taste of Honey says, "The only consolation I find in your immediate presence is your ultimate absence." Another one's from Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz when she says, "I don't think there's anything in that little black bag for me." R, relationship status, single, and it appears destined to always remain so. S, season. My favorite season is autumn in New York, which there's actually a song named after. And the best version of that song, in my opinion, is recorded by Jerry Southern. She's fantastic. T, tarot, first and last. I think the first one was the AJ Swiss, one AJ Swiss, whatever it's called. And the most recent is Scylla Conway's Intuitive Tarot, which I don't actually have yet. It's on its way to me in the mail as we speak. U, upset. What upsets you most? People behaving abominably. V, vlog. Which you're most proud of and which is your most popular? I guess the one I'm most proud of is my second most popular, which is my hashtag what's in your medicine bag. And my most popular by the numbers is the top 5 tarot decks I can't live without, which was a VR to Kelly Bear. W, weakness. My weakness, probably sweets. I love cake. X, X-rated. Tell us something naughty you've done without going into specifics. When I was much younger, I had sex, sort of, with a famous porn star, and on another occasion with a famous Russian classical pianist. And I'll say no more about that. Why? Yesteryear. Your favorite year so far and why? Probably my first year in college. It opened my eyes to a world of questioning and possibilities where previously I had been in a state of conformity and accepting and doing what I was told to do. Z, Zen. What do you do to relax and stay calm? I love crocheting It's very meditative and regulates my breathing and heart rate and blood pressure, probably. And hanging out in cafes and listening to drone music on my iPod, and sort of people watching out the window. If I had the choice, it would probably be sitting in a rocking chair wrapped in a blanket, listening to the wind rustling through the leaves on the trees. There's nothing quite like the wind in pine needles. And so that's me from A to Z.